Introduction.
Objective: Evolution. Evolution is a gradual process through which the present-day animals and plants have arisen since the time life originated. Variation. As we have already discussed that, variations are the structural, functional, or behavioral changes from the normal characters developed in the living organisms. Origin and accumulation of variations are must because these provide raw material for evolution. Types of variation. Variations may be inheritable or non-inheritable. Inheritable variations participate in evolution, while non-inheritable variations do not participate in evolution. On the basis of nature of cells where variations occur, variations are of two types: somatogenic variations or acquired traits, germinal or blastogenic variations. Somatogenic variations that are restricted to the somatic cells of the organism appear any time during the life of an organism, and such variations die along with the organism and are non-heritable. These are variations that are found in the gene pool of an organism. They may be already present in the ancestors or may occur any time. These variations are heritable and form the raw materials for evolution. Sources of variation. Variations are caused due to mutations, genetic drift. Mutations are sudden, large, and inheritable changes in the genetic material. These may be caused by certain natural agents or certain human activities. Genetic drift is the random change in the gene frequency occurring by chance fluctuations. It is inversely proportional to the size of population, so is mostly applicable in small population having high chances of inbreeding and increasing the frequency of homozygosity of harmful genes. It provides diversity without any adaptation. Origin of life. Origin of life is best explained by the Darwin's theory of natural selection. The three main points of this theory are: each organism has an ability to survive and reproduce. During reproduction, organism shows variations in many characteristics with their species. Organisms with advantageous characteristics are likely to produce more individuals. The characteristics which help the organisms to survive are inherited by their offsprings and gradually increase generation after generation, or they are naturally selected. Stanley L. Miller and Harold C. Urey in 1953 experimentally proved the formation of simple organic compounds from simpler compounds under reducing conditions in their simulation experiment. Acquired and inherited traits. Inherited characters are those which are controlled by DNA in reproductive cells and are passed on from one generation to another. Any change in such characters results in variations. Acquired characters are those which are acquired by an organism in their lifetime and do not bring any change in DNA and therefore are not passed on to next generation. Speciation. Speciation is a process of forming new species when variations occur in geographically isolated members, which leads to reproductive isolation where members of some species do not reproduce with each other. Migration of members of a population with subtle changes into another population will help in spreading of new traits into new population. Genetic drift, that is, elimination of certain genes from a population due to natural calamity or death, will bring change in gene frequency. Variations also accumulate when inaccuracies occur in the DNA copying mechanism. Change in chromosome number may also cause drastic differences in two subgroups. Sexual reproduction also causes variation. Geographical barrier or geographical isolation, like intervention of river or mountain between two subgroups of population, causes decrease in level of gene flow. Reproductive isolation occurs between two subgroups, which means two subgroups develop traits which do not allow them to mate with each other.